This is Kavanaugh Keys doing the recording for week 12 of the unit testing. Just like we first did the adding the two positive numbers, the add positive method to check if two positive numbers greater than zero were performed. And if either of the numbers was zero or less, it would throw a exception. I did the same thing for the equality of the checking to see if two strings were equal to each other. And then if either of the strings length was zero, which means it was an empty string, it throws an exception. Otherwise, it returns the result of whether they were equal or not. Then there was also a random number squared that would square a number once it gets from the random int, which was given. For our test first, the test demo creates a test demo object before each test. And then this method checks an expected exception. And if that's false, it'll send the A and B, send it to add positive and check to see if it's equal to what's expected. Then if it's not, it's gonna throw an exception. These numbers right here, A and B, are coming from this arguments for add positive method. And then right here, the arguments for add positive. Then it just generates a stream. You can send it in arguments of your stream of numbers and of condition. So that the stream goes into these arguments right here. A, B, and then the expected value. And then the expected exception. And the same goes for the string. It goes with this argument. And then that method does the same thing, returns the string of the string one, string two, the expected value, and then the that accepted. And then this method is an assertion method that tests. So the test of two, 8, 4, and 5 is equal to 9. 40 or 50 equals to 90. So it checks the methods to see during the test. And then it tests two strings to see if the two strings are true, which means they're equal to each other. And then this is a mock test because the random number generator generates a random number, not an actual number. So we put an actual number here. If I run a test, then it passed all the tests. For example, one is equal. So if I change that to a lowercase, so it's uppercase one and lowercase. Now, if I do a test, it failed the test because it says expected, it was expecting true, but got false because these two aren't equal. Okay. And then the same is here to see if they're equal to each other. So let's say I low. Once again, it failed again. because it was suspecting true, but got false. Okay, then that's the end of the test.